What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box, and this is iRacing IndyCar Oval Fixed from Michigan, where today we got a 60-lap race, which will necessitate the need for a pit stop. Starting in 15th position, we opted out of qualifying because, we got 60 laps, and I'm not in really any hurry, and it's more fun to start in the back than it is up front. Pain and suffering and all sorts of glory. Anyways, let's get the show on the road. I guess we are going now. Just get nice, smooth, and up to speed, and that would be wonderful. Michigan should be fun. It's been a while since I raced. Really, since I raced any iRacing in close quarters. I've done a couple races the last week, but not really anything. What? Why are you doing that? Like, why are you doing that on lap 1? Whatever. It's kind of a little bit, it's kind of close, kind of 3 wide. You know, I definitely am not against going 3 wide on lap 1, but yeah, there's kind of a time and place in a fashion, you know? And man, oh man, are we going SLOW.
You done that push down there. Coming up.
I did notice in my qualifying, I basically aborted my laps. I intentionally got a 0x scraping the wall both times around. That this car just does not turn at all, so it does seem like running the high line might actually be beneficial here. Which I'm definitely a fan of that. Now 60 laps here, 120 miles. That is far too long to pull a no-stopper. Even if you do some fuel-saving magic, you just won't be able to pull it off. So we won't have that to worry about. We will need a pit stop at some point. It's just a question of whether it'll be under the yellow flag or if it'll be under the green flag. Kind of feels like there's the seams in the banking, the little lines on the road that hopefully you'll be able to see if you're not familiar with these. Basically, yeah, it's where the paving was all laid down and everything, and the car gets very unstable over that. So we need to keep our eyes peeled for that, especially if we go down low, because, whoa! I didn't have any other choice but go low. They're up 20 feet in the air. But no, the banking, this seems you do have to be a little bit careful of, it seems like, already, but that's something that's more so later on down the run when the tires get worn out. But seeing how we are so far back, we might just end up taking a pit stop anyways, just for extra fuel. As I did in one of my previous IndyCar oval races, just making that early pit stop when you're at the back, topping up the tank. We've used up 2 gallons of fuel here. However, by the time we get back around, we'll probably be up to 3 gallons. That's, probably 3/4 of a second of fuel filling time that you can actually just go ahead and save. So, yellow flag pit stops, if your pit stop is 3/4 of a second faster, you just gain several positions right there. So, we will make that pit stop, I guess, because it looks like there's only 4 guys behind us, and I'd hope that they would all be kind of thinking along the same ways, because there's really no reason not to. I mean, if you're last, you're going to be last. And if you're going to need to put fuel in the car anyways, you might as well put fuel in the car, because it really isn't going to slow you down that much. It's not a substantial thing where having 3 extra gallons of fuel is going to make you completely non-competitive, even though some people in the IndyCar fixed community here in iRacing seem to think otherwise with their incessant fuel burning. But fortunately, with the races that need a pit stop, that's been somewhat toned down. Because obviously you don't want to end up burning so much fuel for no reason that you end up not making the full distance. There's our action-packed lollipop guy. Should be quick little stop, about 6 seconds. 5.9, pretty much on the nose. Yeah, so it looks like we actually are going to gain a position over that guy in the target car, as well as we don't lose anything, but instead now we got an extra, a couple gallons of fuel. So, anyways, on to the green flag.
Going green.
All right, we're getting ready to go to green flag racing. We're up to 10th position, although we did nothing but get past, because that's what happens when like 90 people wreck. Leader's backing way the heck up from the pace car. I don't know why. So don't know why he's not hugging the wall. I guess he probably doesn't want to get past, but he doesn't realize that he's not helping himself. But, yeah, you can only pass to the right, so you might as well just get right next to the wall and make friends with it. Then just go as slow as you'd like. Problem solved.
Car outside.
Except yours is forward, mine's front.
Stay low. Keep low. Stay low.
I just do not like the way this car is feeling right now. So much understeer, and then it just seems to kind of feel like it's going to snap.
Clear outside.
But we'll figure it out. Learning on the fly, it's what I do. It's two simple left-hand turns. You know, it's not exactly rocket science here. This isn't a particularly difficult track, even by these standards. You stay up there. Stay away from me. Freebie.
You're in the top 10.
Sorry, Dan. It was on purpose, man. It's all good. I'm trying to figure it out, too.
Just waiting to hear some guy on cue up the radio and say, "Sorry, that was totally on purpose." Well, I will say the one thing I do like is the fact that I'm seeing people who aren't me running up not on the white line. Generally, whenever I do these races, everybody else is on the white line, and I'm like, hey, yeah, let's make a voyage here to be closer to the wall. After all, you know, the closer you are to the wall, the less hard you're going to hit the wall. You're just going to scrape rather than destroy everything. At least that's how the general logic goes. And right now, I sure am feeling good. I got that 3 gallons of fuel, because right now, ain't happening. But we got one spinning out down there. He's off the track, so that probably won't bring out a yellow. General rule of thumb in iRacing in terms of caution is that if the car stops on the racing surface, there will be a yellow. If it's on the apron, generally it's something that takes like 3 seconds to generate a yellow if there's going to be a yellow. So, all clear. That's good. Bigger arc through the corners. Goodness. I just do not have it today. I picked a very bad race to just go into with no practice at all.
Keep high. Clear inside. Car outside.
Snag some fresh air.
Slow. Clear outside.
That slide going on. Hopefully 16 stays high and we get enough slipstream.
Clear inside.
There we go. That is the fun thing, though, when the car isn't handling necessarily ideally, and you do see multiple approaches to the same track. should have got back into it sooner.
Outside.
So now I'm going to get pinned down here, and we're going to go 3 wide.
Hold your line. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Hold your line. Outside. 2 wide. Clear. The car outside.
There's no grip down there at the bottom.
Outside.
This car just is not having it down there.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear outside.
Oh my god. This is struggle right here. This is struggle town. And the fun thing is, this track is the one place where I've actually won an Open Series race. So it's not like I'm absolutely horrendous at Michigan. It's not like I'm horrendous in the IndyCar. I'm generally at least mid-pack, but here I'm just like, I got no speed. I'm just like, what's going on here? Gotta say, it's kind of enjoyable. And I swear to goodness, that guy's little rain light just popped on briefly, and that guy's just gonna go sliding way up the hill.
Stay high. Clear inside.
I don't know how that one was gonna stick. Let's see if we can shift higher up. Sort of run more up the track now. Nope.
Inside.
God dang it!
Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
Oh, hopefully we're not damaged bad. I got 3/4 of the way there, and then the corner flattens out, and that's wall.
Inside. Keep high. Stay high. Clear. Car inside.
Woo! Unfortunately, I don't know what our speed was beforehand, so I don't know if we're actually going fast or if we're going as slow as can be. So let me, never mind. I don't have a button bound for it. Let's pull up the timing display. Alright, so we're getting about 4 miles to the gallon. Ooh, efficiency. Which means that we need 30 gallons, 18 gallons, plus, let's say 3 because you actually get 18 and a half. So we're at 21 gallons, so we'd need 9 gallons. A little bit less than that, we'll say 8. So we are getting slightly better than 4. Just doing our fuel mileage calculations, figuring out our strategy. Although at this point, I don't think it's really going to help us out too much anyways, because we just dog slow. And now I'd be saying, can I get like 5 clicks of weight jacker, please? Just 5. Roll bar adjustment. That'd be nice. That's one thing I wish iRacing would actually consider or figure out how to implement. To be like sort of fixed racing. Because one thing with the IndyCar is if you're doing oval racing, it takes a heck of a lot of time to actually set the car up. You know, unless you already have a database of information, previous setups from previous seasons. Because I mean, this car is. It's if you want to get as close to a sim racing PhD in setupology, this is your car. Like, yeah, I raced in the Open Series a couple of races when this car was brand new, and I thought it was going to stick to it, but just eventually it ended up being a thing where to get a setup that was relatively competitive, I it's just like way too much time for one guy. And yeah. I am proud to say I have won a race in the open oval, open fixed, as well as the road course series in this car, which that's kind of one of my proudest achievements within iRacing, honestly. Non-discriminatory policy going on here when it comes to Indy cars. So we're still short of halfway. Let's quickly approach him. Maybe by then we will have figured it out. Plus, we do have potentially green flag pit stops, but that's usually an area where I can do a decent job. I haven't practiced here. I do have more faith in my ability to execute a green flag pit stop under green flag than what I've done so far. Like, I've just gone backwards like a rock. I think I can at least not drop to the field as harshly on my pit stop. Seem like we're making up ground. These guys could spread out a little bit. Definitely feeling more grip in 1 and 2. I should have checked the weather before this race. The weather for this race, not like the weather outside. But just kind of figure out what's going on here. All I know is this car, it just did not want to turn. When it decides that it wants to turn, it's just all like, yoink. Give me a car that's loose all the time, or a car that's understeering all the time, but not a car that as soon as I get 3/4 of the way through the corner, I don't have a clue what it's going to do. Urgh! And no, I'm not really complaining, because some people will consider that complaining. I'm just saying, not my preferred thing, but we will drive. That's why we're doing this race, you know? Deal with it. You don't have to like everything, but still have fun. Then again, I suppose that's modern culture. That's a rant for a different time. Hey! Hey! What is this? You got a car to pass.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. The leader's pitting now. Stay low.
Or at least attempt to pass.
Slow. Clear outside.
This is an instance where triple screens or VR would be very helpful. I just never have the faith when the spotter says clear to actually trust them that we are actually legitimately clear.
Outside. Clear.
There we go. For some reason, I can't hear what anyone is saying on the radio. I just saw that guy keyed up. So I kind of figured that he must be making a stop. Well, here's the question. When to pit? Seems like you will lose a lap, but maybe just barely, and probably be mincemeat.
Car inside. Clear inside.
For the faster cars, so it just kind of all depends.
Car inside.
Stop sticking.
Clear inside.
Pitting, pitting, pitting.
So I think we're just going to go ahead and run it as long as we can. Well, eventually it gets to the point where there's no benefit at all. I mean, the car isn't driving any worse. It's like it might be faster with fresh tires, but at the same time I'm still slow as can be on fresh tires, so it's not like making a pit stop is just gonna significantly alter my race. At least if we go longer, yeah, maybe we get to the point where they've worn their tires out enough, the car's on new tires, that they want to make a pit stop as well, in which case everybody makes a pit stop, so we're effectively ahead. So long as we are not the caution. That's the important bit. You gotta not be the caution.
You're now in third.
So that is the leader.
Car's the leader. The leader's sitting now. Inside. Okay, you're in second. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Keep high.
Get a little battle there.
Clear inside.
He's gonna make a pit stop. Or at least he keyed up. So we have effectively inherited the lead, although we're definitely not in the lead and we have zero chance of actually going
Okay, you are
the
leader.
distance here. I honestly don't think any of this is going to work out and come good to us at any time unless we get a little bit of hope, a little bit of help.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Oh, that's plenty. We only got 20 to go.
Car inside. Stay high. Clear. Car inside.
Just 20 to go. We can extend that fuel mileage.
Hold your line.
16 MPG, Honda Power.
Keep
All right.
high. Still there. Clear. Inside. Stay high.
He could use a yellow right now.
Still there.
Grand if we could get a
Stay
yellow
high.
ring.
There's a car on the low side. Clear inside. Car inside.
Thank you for not blocking me off, like legitimately.
Keep high.
We're in the wall.
Clear. Car inside. Clear inside.
Come on, yellow flag.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
1.3 to the car behind, so we should be good. So we'll make our stop this time by. Pitting in, pitting in. That wasn't a particularly good entry, but at least we didn't wreck it. We weren't particularly bad. But I don't think that's one of those magical, I just gained 4 seconds of time through pit entries. So fill her up. Let's get the show on the road. Clear, so we're just going to go ahead and rejoin down here in the bottom. Alright, but we do have much newer tires than what he did. We do also have, actually we probably have the same amount of fuel. Just being stupid there.
The lead is pitting now.
Actually,
You guys are like together a doornail in here. No chatter.
Actually, we're in 6th. Someone just made a pit stop. That means we're in 5th.
I've got my dough full of damage.
We should have fresher tires. And hey,
Outside.
hey, what's this?
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Clear.
What's that? Was that a pass for position in this race for me? No.
Yeah.
It can't be. No.
You're back in 4th position.
You guys are
The yellow
unbelievable.
flag is out. Line up.
What are you doing?
That's the 7th car.
And the
What are
plot,
you running into me for?
the plot thickens, I do believe they say. Okay. So I think we have like 20 lap fresher tires than like half the field. Okay, maybe not 20, but certainly at least
That's
10,
the 14 car.
10 or so lap tires fresher.
Let the
And now we have to let the 14 car by,
That's
who's
the
wrecked.
position when the yellow flag came out.
And now there's cars flying by. Oh my goodness. I'm scared. Come on, 14. Come on. Come on, 14. I want to be able to not actually lose positions. You know, because everybody else is going to make their pit stop.
Pit road is now open.
And I'm going to be waiting for this guy. Please. Reform. Like, please. For the love of all that is holy. Pit lane is now open, and right now they're making free pit stops. Can we please form up 14? Come on, 14. Let me get my free spots. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There should be another car here. There should be another car here. Where?
You got 10 laps to go.
This is not happening right now. This is seriously not happening right now because we were racing with the 18 when he went into the pits at the same time. And now
We were
he's
having a good
second.
race, and then
Where
I
were
don't
the
know what
people
hell
who were up
15 was
front?
doing.
Where'd they vanish to? I don't know. Anyways, onto the green flag, because we actually might have a chance, maybe. And it looks like the guy in third got disconnected due to connection issues. Anyways, onto the green flag. Alright, let's get ready to go back to green flag racing. It looks like we'll have about 7-8 laps to go. Starting in third place, somehow. I still really don't know how we've ended up this far up here when I've gone slow the whole flipping race. I guess that magical extra 3 gallons really paid off. But, I'm pretty sure we have fresher tires than everyone. I'm not sure how big of an effect it's going to be, but
The pace car is in.
I would definitely rather have fresher tires than older tires.
Keep hustling.
Although I do prefer the way the car drives on older tires, but it's just not as fast. So. Come on, 18. Go low.
Inside.
There you go.
Clear. Inside.
There you go.
Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Still there. Clear inside.
'Tis hunting season. Now let's see if we can hunt down a 2-car.
You're back in second. The next car's the leader. Car outside. Still there. Hold your line. Clear outside.
Push. Stick, baby, stick. All right, we are closing. We are there.
Car inside. Still there. Hold your
That's a
line.
bit of a cluster. Don't hit me.
Stay high. Clear inside.
Don't hit the wall. All right, looks like it's just the top 3 here.
Car outside.
Now, just because you think I'm going to go to the high side doesn't mean I won't use the low side.
Clear outside.
Now we just defend.
You are the leader. You've got 5 laps to go.
We just defend like mad. Too late. I think he's going to slide up the hill, I think.
Still there. Stay high.
All right. We are in
Still there.
the danger zone.
Stay high.
Alrighty, easy does it. High side defense.
Clear. Inside. Stay high. Stay high.
Alright, it's going to be a close one.
The next car's the leader. Still there.
Well, if I can hang here on the high side, as this run goes longer, he's going to have to keep on forcing the car down there, which
Still there.
is just going to make a handling issue for him. This car's going to have to work harder. He's going to warm up the tires too much, and
Stay
the
high.
car's going to start to push and push and push and push more.
Clear inside.
So we need this high line.
You've got 2 laps to
You
go.
remember my
You're
video
in
that I
third.
did somewhat recently of this car at Indy? It's the same thing.
Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Clear inside.
We can stay on this high side. We can make ourselves very difficult to pass.
Car inside. Still there. Hold your line.
Come on, let's get the white flag.
Clear. You got about 5 laps of fuel. 1 more lap to win.
pressure. On that low line, take their air off of their nose. We got 3/10. There we go. We should be far enough away. We should be got it. Yeah! Got him! Oh man.
You won.
I'm not even joking. This
Launch.
Thanks, guys. I'm not even joking.
Thanks for that.
I'm not even joking when I say this. That might just be the sweetest win I've ever had in iRacing. As poorly as I was running the whole race, everything came good. I can't I'm not even joking when I say this. I can't believe
Yeah.
we freaking won this race. We freaking won this race. Somehow, we even hit the wall. We even got a 0x.
Okay, the race is over.
We were nowhere the whole race, running in 15th position, getting passed by people left and right. Somehow, though, time to make the donuts. Yeah. Oh yeah, we might as well get in the grass too because there's the particle effects and everything, so we can see those in action. Yeah. And actually, before I get to the Carnage report, I apologize for getting some of you guys hyped up, but I want to take a look at the pit stop comparison time. I want to add up the in and out laps of a couple cars and just kind of give a point of reference. So here's the 2 car. He was strong all race. He was running up front. 102, 103 seconds total on pit road. I'm going to scroll back here, find my pit stop. About 98, 99 seconds. So that's, what, 4 seconds? Right there on pit road that we gained versus the leader. Obviously, that wasn't enough to actually gain the position through the pit stop cycle, but, you know, 4 seconds is 4 seconds, especially on an oval that's difficult to come by. This other guy who made a stop early on, you know, went deeper into the stint on that green flag run. 99 seconds on pit road. You know, this guy behind us, the 5 car, the K&N car that we were racing with going into the pits and coming out of the pits, you know, 104 seconds. I mean, that's a huge time gap. We saved, you know, 6 seconds out there on track versus this guy. He could have been 6 seconds up the road from us, and we'd come out side by side up to speed, all because of a better pit stop, all because of a better pit entry, and as well as, well, extra fuel on board, so we had less fuel to take later on in the race. I'm going back here again, 103 seconds, 104 seconds for this guy. You know, 102 seconds here. Not a clue when this guy made his pit stop. Looks like he about 100 seconds on pit road, although I think that might be conflated by the yellow flag. But as you can tell, just all of it because of a good pit entry, a solid pit entry, probably not actually the best in this race because I really did leave time out there on the table, but a good pit entry, not screwing things up, not wrecking the car in the process, as well as that pit stop on lap 5 or 6, whatever it was, gave us more fuel, so that means that our stop later on in the race, you know, 40 laps later, was shorter, which ended up putting us into a position where a timely yellow, a very incredibly convenient yellow flag, I will say, ended up putting us into a position where we can take advantage of 10 to 15 lap tires. So therefore, this whole race and the eventual outcome of me managing to win this race all comes down to some guy wrecking on lap 5, 5 and me making a pit stop because I was so slow I was already at the back and going further back. I'll take it. I'll take it. Anyways, once again, hope you guys enjoyed. Roll on the Carnage Report. First serial this time. Bye.